Hey, good afternoon, friends. Thanks for joining us here at UPD. This is Untrained Truck Talk.
Say that faster.
No.
Untrained Truck Talk.
We are driving back from our fishing trip, and it was a very successful catching trip. And we decided we wanted to fire this thing up and have a conversation. And we thought, what the heck? Let's record this.
Yeah.
So here we are doing that. And we said, what topic? And we were remembering a fairly successful video that we posted. What was the title on that one?
Affirmations of Sons and Daughters. It was a conversation around how we talk to our kids. It was based off of a book called Wild at Heart, written by John Eldridge. And it was a less than a minute clip where Johnny was making the claim that when we're raising sons and daughters, how we talk to them is going to be a little bit differently. With sons, they're always asking the question, Dad, am I enough? And our response to that is, you are, but so much more. And then for girls, it's, am I lovely enough? And once again, our response is, you are, but so much more. The conversation, pushback we got was on this word, lovely. Vast majority of people that listened to the video thought what we said made a lot of sense. There were a handful of women out there who felt as if we had offended them because they were making the statement that lovely just simply meant pretty. And our argument that we'll make on here right now is that lovely means so much more.
In fact, in the video I said, all right, so let's back up here. The video is maybe 45 seconds. And I feel like they probably didn't listen to the whole 45 seconds or were triggered so early that their ears were closed and their hearts were hardened to the rest of the statement. The statement went as follows. Yes, honey, you are lovely, but you're so much more than that. In the longer form podcast lists a million reasons why a daughter is so valuable and all the components that a father has to meet her at, because at the end of the day, a father is who is designing what a man should be for her, and how, as a woman, when she becomes a woman, how she should look to be treated is the way that her father has treated her and has treated her mom, and she'll look to fulfill those things. That's the bigger point. And she can be anything she wants to be. My wife is amazing and does amazing things all the time. I'm constantly in awe of the character that she has and her capabilities.
I think this word lovely is where people get misconstrued, because is lovely pretty? Sure, it's a component of it. Is it, am I attractive? Yeah, it's a component of it. But it's also, am I desired? Am I of value to you? Am I of value to other people? And so the idea that lovely can just simply encompass one description of pretty, I think if that's the statement we were making, then I would agree. But that's not the statement that we're making. Is every girl going to be the same? No, they're not. But I would say probably for the vast majority that because of the world that we live in today, we live in a world that focuses on outer beauty, and girls wanting to know if they're enough in that realm. Now, does outward beauty encompass the character and nature of that woman? Of course it doesn't. That's why we say it's so much more. And I think it's whenever you hear somebody make a statement, if there's a longer conversation that goes with it, do everybody a favor. Listen, flesh out the whole idea. When we hear one sentence or one phrase and we get to make a determination of that person's complete thought process, it's an unfair decision to make against somebody.
Yeah, I think that people saw it as a terminus for what the larger explanation was, and instead of hearing it all the way through and realizing that this is a channel with which we're conceptualizing ideas. And
Untrained. ideas.
Well, there's that too. However, I would say that, nearly 100 years on this planet has given us some wisdom, I'd hope. And the overall family chemistry that we have in our households, the way that our households work successfully, would dictate that we must be doing at least something right. So the encouragement, I guess, would be, yes, ladies, I think when your father tells you you're lovely, you don't have to seek that elsewhere. You don't need other people telling you, trying to fill a need. And that's kind of the whole larger point of it. As a father is trying to fill in those needs that you might have when you're young so that you don't have to go seeking them elsewhere. You can be the maximum version of yourself independent of another. And then when someone comes along that can amplify the you that there is, now you've got yourself a real companion, because you will be a multiplier when you're joined.
It's really good, man.
Thanks.
That's really good. Yeah.
So seek that out.
Yeah, seek that out. That is the role. Overall, that whole conversation dealt with the role of a father. And it is our job as dads is to be instilling in our kids who they are, number one, in Christ, who they are within the family, and is to build up confidence in our kids as well, to give them the ability to go out in the world, and when the world pushes back, because the world will push them back, they will have enough fortitude to be able to recognize who they are, where the value system is set up.
Perfect. All right, guys. My name's Johnny Hansen. This is my good buddy Andy Lamb, and we are UPD. Thanks for joining us on this little truck talk. We'll chat at you later.